Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to pass the data from one view controller to the other view controller. Most of the time you need to do that because the first view you may want to pass some setting or string to the other view controller so that you will know what to do. And on the other way, from the second view controller, after you do the setting, you want to pass the data back to the first view controller. Because each of the view, they don't know each other's, how can you do that? So in this video, I'm going to show you two methods. The first method is the simple one, which using the segue, pass the data from the first view to the second view. And then from the second view, we will use the delegate method to pass data back to the first view. So in this simple demonstration, what I'm going to do is I create two UI view controllers with the same setting. So the first one, let's say I want to click the red color. So the UI view will show red color. And then when I press next button, the red color setting will pass to the second view, and the second view will show the red color also. When I change the view color to green and I update it, so the green color data will pass back to the first view using the delegate method, so that the first view know, okay, the setting right now changed to the green. So you will show the green color in the UI view. And then if I press the blue buttons, it will change the blue color. Same thing when I pass to the second view, it will change to the blue color, etc. So that's the setting I'm going to do. So let's dive into the program. The first step we want to do is using the main storyboard to create the foundation, to build all these UI view and buttons and the other view controllers so that we can start to program. Before I start to program, I want to run these empty apps. So you will see nothing show here. So we can start to build the whole thing step by step with you. First of all, I want to embed navigation controller so that is ready for me to push the first view to the second view. In this first view, what I need is, first of all, it's a simple UI view to present the color later. And then I need 4 more buttons. So I put it down here. And the wording, the first one will be red. I want the font size bigger so that later you will easy to see what I'm doing there. So this is the 24, it means big enough. And then I just copy and paste the first one and then the second one, and drag here, and then the fourth one. Okay, so the first one, the color will be green. Sorry, the second one is green. And the third one will be blue. And then the last button will be next. I will use this button to push to the next view. Having that, we need to add another view controller. This is my second view controller. So from here, I need to build a segue to push to the second view. So I control drag to the second view and show. So you see the title bar here. This one, I want to have all this same setting as before. Copy and paste here. Okay, it will be exactly same setting. And I want to have, okay, that's ready to go. Before ready to go, this one is only a storyboard. So I need to have another we call second view controller. So in the passing data, I right click it, new files, and I want a Cocoa Touch class. Create a second view controller. Next, and create. Okay, so I have that, and then back to the main storyboard. From here, I want to tell it is the second view controller here. Okay, that's all set. We are ready to program. In the Segue connection here, I need to give an identifier. So let's call Segue. It doesn't matter what string you put there, as long as you remember which is. And then with all this set up, you need to link to the Swift file. Push this one underneath of the first view controller, so it's easier for me to see. So in the storyboard, you need to connect them. It's kind of quite simple. So, but one thing you need to bear in mind, if the default is not automatic, you need to switch back to the automatics. So when you select this view, you will show the first view controller Swift file here for you to do the connections. So you just need to control drag the first one here. So let's see first view, connect, and then I need to drag this one to here. It is a function. So what I'm going to do is select color, and the most important, you need to choose the type is UI button, and then you do the connect. So I will connect all these all these three buttons here. So whenever I press either buttons, they will call these actions. And then the last one is the next button. The next button, this function is only pass. Go to next page. Connect. That's all the connection I have for the first view. I need to do the same thing again in the second view. So when I press the second view, you will see here automatically change to the second view controller. So that's the power of automation. And then you just control drag the first view like what I did before. It's called second view. It's an RV outlet. And then I do the same thing to create the action button. Select color, UI button, and connect. So I need to connect the other two color button. So after doing that, and this button will be update button. We'll update the color of the UI view, and then I create another action. It's called update. Okay, that's all the connection I need to do it here. Since I'm not going to using the Segue pass the data back to the first one, I'm using delegate method. So I just delete all this command. So it's ready to start to program the first view. The first thing I want to do in the first view controller is create a color string to hold the color I want to show. So the color string will be a string equal, just put something there first. So when I start to press the color buttons, I will change this color string equal sender dot title label. So you will pass the title label like red, green, or blue back to the color string. So I need to unwrap the whole thing to get rid of the warning. So that's what I need to do first. And after I change the string in this color string, so you need to do something. So what it does is I use a set method because it has been set by this function. In the set, what I'm going to do is I'm using a switch function, switch color string. So case first is the string is red color. The view, the first view, dot background color will be equal red. The second case is green. The first view dot background color equal dot green. And then the last case will be blue. So the first view dot background color will equal. If unfortunately something goes wrong, the default will be break it. That's all I need to do. So let's run this program, see if it works or not. So I press red button, it's red, green, blue. I click next and nothing happened because I didn't to use the Segue to perform passing the data. Okay. So how can I pass the data from the first view to the second view? So first of all, I need to create a var to hold the data pass from the first view. So second color string. Let's put it a white color. So when the first view controller to trigger the Segue to pass the data to the second view controller, you will call this dset method in this string. When it dset right now, I just simply put print the second color string so that when it has been set something in this second color string, I will know it works or not. So back to the first view controller, what I have to do is prepare Segue. The Segue will be if Segue dot destination is second view controller, and then we'll let this VC2 equal Segue dot destination, and we need to cast it to second view controller, so I can access any variable in the second view controller. So VC2 dot, I should be able to see the second color. Doesn't see. The reason is I need to save this file so that you can reflect the second color string in the first view controller. So right now I put second color string you show here, and this color will be same as the color string in the first view controller. So let's see if it works or not. Before we need to know it works or not, I need to perform the Segue with the Segue identifier, and the sender will be self. So I press these buttons, you will push the Segue to the second view controller. At the same time, you will execute this code. So let's see if it works or not. So I change the color to, let's say, green, press next. So you will see green in the second color string. So I run it back to the view, I press red, next, you will see red. Okay, it looks pretty good. Okay, you guys may think for the second view controller, I just need to copy the whole code to the second view and put it down here. Since it did that, I just need to change the string to the second color string, and here is no more first view, it will become a second view. So you guys may think, oh, that would be simple. When the first view, I pass the data to the second view and change the second color string to wherever color sent from the first view, and you activate the dset and change the second view background color. Let's see if it works or not. Let me run the apps again. So the first view is whatever color I press here, you change the color. When I press next, you will see the second color string did set to the green. However, when you hit the switch function, it crashed. The reason it crashed is that unexpected found new when unwrapping an optional value. The reason behind is that when you pass in the data to the second view controller, the actual second view is not well set up yet because the UI view or button is still preparing at the background. So when you try to look for the second view to change the background color, it didn't find it, so it crashed the program. How can I solve this problem? So let's see. First of all, I cut the whole thing out again and create a function called change color, and you would take a color string as a variable, and then I paste the whole things here. So when the second color string is set in the view below, I call the string change color to the second color string, and let's see if it works this time or not. So in the first view, I still can change the color. Let's say blue, and then I click next. So voila, view below did call these functions to change the UI view to blue color. So I can use the same code, in the select color buttons. What I need to do is set the second color string equal sender dot title label dot text, and then I need to unwrap title so that I can call the function change color function to second color string. Let me run the apps again. So in the first view, I can change the color, and then pass to the second view. I also can change color by the buttons. Okay, looks pretty good now. So we are going to take the second view color back to the first view. How can we do that? We are going to use the delegate method. It's a bit complicated, but if you try several times, it makes sense, and also it will give you a lot of benefit in the future when you try to pass the data from the second view to the first view. So the step one, using the delegate method, we need to create a protocol. The protocol is something like you using the UI table view, then you use the UI table view delegate. So they will set a protocol. You need to comply with the protocol before you can use it. So let's see, this protocol will be second view delegate. It's a class, and then we'll build a function. This function is pass the whole second view to the first view, so that the first view can easily access or know what's going on in the second view. Okay, that's the first step you need to do. The second step, you need to create var, weak var. The second step, you need to create weak var, because when you call it, you will use it, otherwise it won't react. So the weak var delegate is a second view delegate. So after you have this var, then you can use it. So the step 3 in the update, because I want to use the update function to pass the whole delegate back to the first view. So the step 3 will be delegate unwrap dot pass the second view itself, the whole itself, back to the first view, and then navigation controller dot pop the view controller back to the first view. That's the 3 steps you need to create in the second view. So you just can't prepare yourself pass to the first view. In the first view, You have several things you need to do, like step 4. You just simply using the second, okay, I need to save this one first so that I can call the second view delegate. When I have this delegate, you will warn me that does not conform to protocol. So what protocol I need to conform is the one I set previously. It will be function pass the second view controller. You see there, right? So here you can do whatever you like. This time I want to have the color string equal the second view dot, because I can access all the variables in the second view now. So I want to equal the second view color string. With that, this one is the step 5. The last step you need to do is in the prepare segue, when you try to push to the second view, at the same time you want to tell the controller that I want to take the delegate back to myself. So here you just need to do this step 6. You need to do it by VC2 unwrap dot delegate, because you want to have the delegate back to yourself. That's all you need to do. So when I run these apps again, let's see, I just change the color in the first view and then push to the next. Next is get the red color, and then I want to change it to blue. So when I press update back to the first view, it delegated back to the first view. First view know the second view has changed the color to blue, so it's set to the blue. So I go back here, I change to red, and it will become red. That's how you use the delegate method, passing the data back to the first view. And it seems a bit complicated, but if you use several times, you will think it all makes sense. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a like and also subscribe this channel. Next video, I'm going to show you how to create a UI table view. So if you like it, please subscribe my channel. Bye.